In this quick video, I am going to show you how you can make your own vintage style ephemera within minutes. This is an example of one that I just did. All you need is some pages from an old book. I have this one, The Mysterious Rider by Zane Grey, which was published in 1921, and you can see it's falling apart, but the paper is very soft and nice and thick. So if you can find something like this, that's kind of what you need. Any old book paper will do. In fact, any book paper will do. I like the old stuff because it's nice and soft and absorbs a lot of paint. So with this project, you can use watercolor, you can use watercolor crayons, which is what I have here and what I'm going to be using. You can use chalk pastels if you like. You can also use watercolor markers or watercolor crayons or wax crayons or pencil crayons or whatever you want. It's all the same. You'll need water if you're using watercolor, but otherwise you don't need to. So all I'm going to do is just sketch a flower quickly, and this paper is fun because it has a coffee stain on it already, and I thought that kind of adds to the whole atmosphere of it. So I'm just going to make just a quick sketch of a rose, and this is really how easy it is. I'll add a little bit of other color just for dimension, just like that. I'm going to put in a stem and some leaves. This could not be easier. So if you think, oh, I can't draw, I can't do this, I can't do that, anybody can do this much. And I encourage you to try because you'll be happy that you did. It'll give you a feeling of accomplishment if nothing else. Well, as well as having something to use for your projects. So I could leave it just like this. I'm going to use a water brush which has the water in the tank, and all you do to use it is give it a squeeze so the water comes down into the brush. But first I want to add a little ink, so like I did with this one, I'm going to use just a plain Sharpie. It's a fairly small nib, and just put a few lines on it. Is this necessary? Absolutely not. It just happens to be a look I like, and so I get to do it and you get to do your own. Now it's running into the crayon, so one thing you can do is make the drawing first and then put the color on afterwards, but that's good enough for now. And now all I need to do is give this a squeeze just so that it's nice and wet. Usually you can see a drop coming down. And then I just have to paint over it with the water. And as you paint, it kind of pulls the water down into the brush anyway. So to get that color out, I'll just give it a squeeze and wipe it on, well, I'll wipe it on this cloth until it comes clear. And then I'm going into the green. And you can see I'm not even trying to be neat about this because I actually don't want them to be neat. And that's step one. Now all you have to do is wait till this dries and cut it out, and you've got your piece of ephemera. Or you can just leave it like this and use it as a backdrop or part of a page if you wanted to add stickers to it. Not that one, but whatever you want to do. If you wanted to decorate this as part of your page in your journal, or make a pocket, or use it in a glue book or something like that, then you can do that. And I'm going to cut it. It's not quite dry, but I'm going to cut it anyway, just so that you can see the finished product. Now you can add as much color and as much detail as you want onto something like this. I would encourage you to just try different things. So if you get an old book that has 200 or 300 pages like the one I have, you've got paper to waste, and you could just do it over and over again. If you don't like the results, just do something else. And sometimes you find that the more you do it, the more interesting things happen, and then you've got a whole bunch of pieces that you can use. So even these little bits I'll keep because I can use them on pages. So there's nothing lost and everything to gain. There's my little flowers. Now I can use them on a page like this. You can even make them small, so if you wanted them to be this big, you know, or this high, just make little ones and then cut them out, and you can use them on your journal pages or your glue books. So that's a fast, fun thing you can do, and you find links for these different kinds of products below. And I'll see you next time.